Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. And I finally got to see Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge and Mortal Kombat The Battle of Realms. My thing is this. Why didn't Warner Brothers do this from the beginning? You should have had it just like you had the cartoons, idiots. How you did Scorpion's Revenge was basically the same storyline as the latest Mortal Kombat movie we've seen, but it was better. You had Quan Chi, who disguised himself as Sub-Zero and basically used the Shao Li or whatever you call them guys to basically cause havoc, kill Scorpion's clan, and kill well, his name is Hanzo, killed his family, his wife and his son. You know, in the movie, it was the same thing, but the difference is they had another child, which was the bloodline that extended to that whack ass character named Cole, who I like to call Waste Your Time. Because he didn't do nothing, he didn't do anything that made you like the character. Like you wanted to actually choke that dude. But this started off different and it centered around Scorpion, but it also brought in the tournament. And they had a real tournament like the first Mortal Kombat back in the 90s we watched. So it was kind of a mixture of that and this last movie all in one, which was great. Johnny Cage stole the movie. Johnny Cage that's what I wanted in the regular movie. And this is what Mortal Kombat or the Warner Media, now it's Warner Media Company, it's not Warner Brothers anymore, it's Warner Media. Oh, what the heck, Steve? Now, that ended with Quan Chi basically thinking he's dead. Scorpion basically killed Sub-Zero. And Sub-Zero was innocent. That's why Sub-Zero was looking at him like confused, like, excuse me, what the hell? But he killed Sub-Zero. And in the Battle of the Realms, you got to see his brother, Sub-Zero's little brother, step in basically to take his realm, but he still didn't want to take the reins just quite yet. So he basically took over because he saw Scorpion. The mission was to kill Scorpion, but what what his master wanted to do was make them into machines, him and Smoke in the machines against their will. And he basically wanted them to volunteer. They didn't. And they went and got Smoke. They turned Smoke into some type of robot. And Sub-Zero's little brother got away. Now him and Scorpion basically were fighting most of the movie, but then they became bygones and Scorpion told him, you don't have to forgive me. You can kill me after this, but if we let them get that thing, the realms and the world that you love is over. And he was trying to convince him and he finally convinced him. Raiden basically did this. Basically was Mortal Kombat Annihilation, just told way differently and much better. This is how Mortal Kombat Annihilation should have gone. This is why I'm mad, because when you made, I don't even want to watch the live action movie no more. These two movies were the best Mortal Kombat movies I've ever seen. Scorpion's Revenge and Battle of Realms. This is what they should have done in the Mortal Kombat they rebooted as the movie. They should have left the storyline just like Scorpion's Revenge. Have it center around Scorpion against Sub-Zero and have everybody else mixed in. You should have had Johnny Cage, you should have had Sonya, and you had Liu Kang. The three main people that we saw in the first Mortal Kombat, which was very smart on whoever wrote this movie. Smart to bring them back because they are the center characters. Those three are the staples of the movie franchise. Then you have Scorpion as the headliner. Scorpion and Sub Zero to me are the two most popular characters in Mortal Kombat. Raiden, we saw Raiden get busy. This is what I love. We saw Raiden actually get busy with the lightning and fighting. And this Raiden wasn't an asshole. This Raiden I didn't want to kill. The first Raiden on the other Mortal Kombat, the Annihilation and the regular Mortal Kombat, loved the Raiden. They were cool. This past Raiden, I wanted to punch him in the fucking face because he didn't do shit. All he did was have an attitude all day and basically try to order your ass around like he got busy. He ain't throw no hands. Johnny Cage was trying to bang Sonya both movies, which was great because they actually were going out, but she was just trying to say she had feelings for him, but she was just like, he's not my boyfriend. And she was fighting like that was her boyfriend because when she fought the bug lady who whooped Johnny Cage ass in Battle of the Realms, she was beating that bug ass. And then she was just like, he's not my boyfriend. When basically she fell in love with him. Like, it was basically like the movie. If you remember the first Mortal Kombat in the 90s, it was the same movie. Shao Kahn, great. Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung characters got love. They got the respect they should have got in the first movies back in the 90s. This Shang Tsung was actually, he got busy. He threw hands. He wasn't just sitting there. And then what Scorpion did to Quan Chi at the end of the first one was just nasty. But when Battle of the Realms came on, they basically continued off of Scorpion's Revenge. Scorpion's Revenge, I give it 4 stars out of 4. Battle of the Realms, I give it 4 stars out of 4. You had 2 classic films. Scorpion's Revenge basically was Scorpion seeking revenge, and he was supposed to go on his mission for Quan Chi to go get something that basically what released that monster in Battle of the Realms. But he basically didn't do it. And when he died, the thing combined with him to keep him alive. The magic combined with him, so he could open the gate where the monster was at, basically. Liu Kang was awesome on this one. That's why I said this Liu Kang and the Liu Kang in the reboot, I like them. The problem is the studio didn't focus the character around them. The studio should have focused around them. Liu Kang was very humble, very loyal to his people. And his parents, the backstory was different on this one. I like this backstory better than the one they had in the first one. Both his parents, they showed how his parents died, and the dad was defending what a man supposed to do, even though he got wiped out. He did what a man was supposed to do. He tried to protect his wife and child. Then the wife was killed, and then she told Raiden to tell Liu Kang that he was loved. Never forget that he was loved. So he was the chosen one. He got busy, man, and then you got to see their other gods. There's not just Raiden or Shao Kahn. Not Shao Kahn. Is that his name, Shao Kahn? Yeah, Kahn. So Scorpion's Revenge basically showed you how Scorpion had to cope with the loss of his child and his wife. This was done better than the movie. The movie does not hold this any justice. The action in it was awesome. It was gruesome, gory, my type of movie. Mortal Kombat's supposed to be gory, people getting torn up. You got to see the slow motion, the breaking of bones. The action was 100. That's why I give it 4 stars out of 4 for both of them. The storyline was great. They didn't make it too complicated. They got to the point. Boom, let's get it going. Great movie. Liu Kang got Katana at the end. Katana kissed him and stuff. Then Sonya pulled Johnny Cage down like he was the woman and she the man, and she kissed him. So they're going to have a thing. But they ought to come out with a third one. The third one is going to be awesome. I hope they do. This might have been a prequel to the movie that's coming out, because they're making another movie for Mortal Kombat, because the first one made so much money. But oh no, excuse me. That's how it goes. Now, let's see this. Richard Jefferson calls out Anthony Davis. The reason why I call you a top five talent and not a top five player is because top five players do it every single night. Over the past 9 years, it's clear now that the Lakers superstar Anthony Davis is one of the most talented bigs in the game. As a beast who can play both inside and out and also dominate both sides of the floor, he's one of the most well-rounded players in the NBA and an enormous asset to the Lakers. In the chat on the No Chill podcast with Gilbert Arenas, former NBA champ Richard Jefferson agreed that the Lakers will only go as far as 80 takes them this season. The only way for Lakers, if everybody's healthy, to win that series versus Brooklyn is if Anthony Davis is the best player on the Lakers. It has been said before that Davis needs to be LA's best player if they are to maximize their potential as a team, and we saw how that played out during their title run in 2020. Unfortunately for the Lakers, Davis is not a model of consistency, and one can never be sure what to expect from him on any given night, month, or season. In fact, during the same segment, RJ laid into Davis for not being totally reliable. They took control of the series when Anthony Davis was playing like the best player on the floor, like a top five player, like everyone says, but no one calls him a top five player. They call him a top five talent. A top five talent is one of the most disrespectful things. The reason why I call you a top five talent and not a top five player is because top five players do it every single night, and they impact the game, not just with their numbers at the end of the game. They impact their game, and you're like, dude, that dude is a monster. After winning the bubble chip, Anthony Davis was never quite right and struggled to stay healthy and play aggressively throughout this past campaign. Of course, Davis cannot be completely to blame for LA's quick exit from the 2021 bracket. A lot of factors went into that, but if the Lakers are serious about winning the title again and beating Kevin Durant and company, AD is going to have to play the best ball of his life and prove once and for all that he could be a guy who could be counted on. So I think this is Richard Jefferson talking about it. Oh no, that's too long. You guys could look at it on your own time. But my thing is, when I say LeBron James is a top 5, top 3 talent, but he's a top 100 player, everybody got mad at me. But he just broke down talent and player. So what I've been saying about LeBrownies has been correct. Here's my thing, Richard Jefferson. Is this you talking or is it your boss talking? Because I think it's your boss talking. And I think you're saying these things so you can take the pressure off of LeBrownies. You guys have been saying LeBrownies is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time the past 3, 4 seasons, 5 seasons. And he's not. His game does not influence anybody. But my thing is this. Why is Richard Jefferson talking shit? See, that's what that bald head fuck does. LeBrownies is giving these bald head motherfuckers and these tied tongue dog catching asses and Kendrick Perkins jobs. So this is my thing. You want to come out talking trash. It's like this, Richard. What is LeBrownies gonna do? Everybody is seemingly forgetting LeBrownies is still there. The guy y'all call the GOAT. He's getting another pass. So if they don't do well this year, they're gonna blame it on Russell Westbrook wearing the skirt, and they're gonna break a news on other things. So my problem with you is, Richard, why are you calling him out? Why didn't you just say the whole team? See, they love to put a player down by themselves. They don't want a team of players they're talking to, because then they feel like, oh, that'll get out of hand, when it's not. The thing is, people are tired of LeBrownie shit. Like, what does we've been said the past 2 years, 3 years that Anthony Davis was the best player on the court. He was. We know that. out of him and LeBrownies. But you guys keep following that dumbness. Make sure you guys, man, see the videos. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And, you know, that's how it goes, man. But the movie was straight. But Richard Jefferson, man, you got to stop all that, man. You got to stop stick riding. You know, you coming out talking about AD doing this and that. Okay, then why did your boss, no, allegedly, this is his boss, your boss, allowed, how do I say it? I don't forgot my damn train of thought, but Richard Jefferson thing is he just is saying whatever LeBron wants. That's it. But Anthony Davis is who he is. Y'all didn't have to shop him. Y'all didn't have to go after him. It is what it is. We've been known if he's not successful, the team's not successful. And it's been showing that. So Richard Jefferson to me is a bitch. That's all he is. Straight punk, straight punto, punani, he all of that. Because his thing is, so I'm falling asleep over here. My bad, guys. Long day. But Richard Jefferson is nobody important. We've been known if they go as far as Anthony Davis takes them. We've been knew that. Thank you all for listening. I'm out. Deezy.